How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be talking about evidence and analysis when it comes to writing a good paper. When it comes to your body paragraphs, you're going to have a couple of key things in your paragraph. At the top here in the green, we have your topic sentence. In the blue, we have your analysis. In red, we have the transitions. And in the black bolded, we have your evidence, which is your quotes. When it comes to evidence, you're going to want to ask yourself three questions. The first question is my evidence relevant? Your second question is my evidence correct? And your third question is, what message is my evidence sending? When it comes to analysis, though, you're going to have three goals. Your first goal is to provide context for the quote you just provided. Your second goal is to enlighten the reader with something they may not have known before. And your third goal is to connect your analysis back to your thesis and further prove the argument. Let's jump into a couple examples. Here we have an example of a good and a bad paragraph. It's kind of hard to see, I know, so let's make them a little bigger so you can see them. First thing you notice is you have 5 quotes in this paragraph. Now, while having a lot of quotes is sometimes valuable, when you're trying to do in-depth analysis, you can't really do that if you only have 1 or 2 sentences available to look at each quote. So, this kind of tells us that we need more space for analysis. The way you can do that is to start to take out more quotes. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the revised version. What I did is I took out some quotes which allowed me more space to have in-depth analysis. In my analysis, I provided context for the quote I just listed, I enlightened the reader with something that they may not have known before, and finally, I tied it back to my thesis, which furthered my original argument. One of the biggest problems when it comes to writing a good paper is having superficial rather than in-depth analysis. If you have too many quotes, you don't allow yourself the opportunity to have in-depth analysis. You want to be a critical thinker, not a fact finder. Having a lot of quotes makes you a fact finder, having a lot of analysis makes you a critical thinker. And here's just a few more things you want to look out for when you're revising your evidence and analysis. First, if it's obvious and everyone sees it, then it probably doesn't belong in your paper. Also, you want to avoid repetition. If you have multiple quotes proving the same thing, then you're just wasting space in your paper. And finally, diversify your quotes. If all of your quotes are coming from the beginning of the book, it's not as strong as if you get quotes that come from the entire work itself. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope this helped, and maybe you can apply some of these tips the next time you write a paper.